Unmuting you all now. Alrighty. Unmuting you all now. Alrighty. Nessie.
Hello.
Also, can someone head over to stream to check audio, please?
All right, I'll do that now.
Thank you very much. There should be a little bit of a delay, but not too much of a delay. Alrighty, let me know when you're good, Nessie.
Let's see. Okay, there's maybe a 5-second delay, but
Yep, that's about average. How is my audio?
it seems like we're a bit louder than you on the stream.
Okay, I will turn you down a little bit. Try now.
Test, test. That's good.
Alrighty. Nessie, I'm guessing your audio is good then?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, Ali.
Mm-hmm.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. I think that sounds good.
Alrighty.
I think you could be
Nesto.
brought up a little, Glad.
Mine should be testing. I'm now closing RuneScape since the game should be, starting soon.
Yeah, we'll be starting in a little bit, just waiting on one final person.
Yep.
Alrighty. Let me know if I need to adjust anyone's audio, Nessie.
Right. I think you could be a little louder, and Nesto definitely could be.
Okay, I will turn up Nesto. There's not much I can do about my audio.
All right.
Yeah, just because it's proximity to the microphone.
I moved my
Right.
mic slightly closer to my face. Hope that helps.
Yeah, that definitely helped.
Alrighty. So now we're just waiting on our final player, and then we can begin.
Let's hope she isn't speeding too quick.
Uh-huh. In the future, I might push this back just a little bit. Probably start around 8:30 instead of 8.
Mm.
That's fair.
Just because it's not too much later, and it seems like that Cylon's going to be arriving a little bit later, just because of work and stuff.
Yeah.
If we could push it back an hour, that'd be best for me, because around 8:30 is when I get that having to change rooms thing.
Alrighty. Yeah, we can see about pushing back the start time, just so long as it works best for everyone.
Right.
I'm here. I swear I'm not late. I promise.
Hello, welcome.
You're
here.
Totally on
Please
time.
actually
Don't
be
worry
safe
about
on
it.
the road,
Mhm.
though.
Yeah.
No. Listen, okay. Don't take everything I say too seriously, okay?
Okay,
I was
good,
driving
but
like a snail. Okay.
Road safety is for cowards.
road safety is for
We're
cowards
on
that
stream.
live.
Please don't say that.
Yeah, road safety is for cowards that live. And being a coward that lives is okay in this context.
I don't
Oh,
have a
boy.
license.
That's a bigger issue then.
That's
Whoa.
because I never
I
bothered.
wonder why, yeah.
Oh boy. Alrighty, well,
my-
Silent, can you say a few lines and then Nessie can check your volume?
2, 3, 4. Never underestimate the power of Scout's Code. Or, I don't know. Talking. Monologue. Hello. That's twitch.tv / whatever this channel is.
Glotticus.
Alright.
Yes,
Glotticus.
You could bump her up a little bit, but it's
Alrighty.
it's not much quieter than yours. Just a little.
Alrighty.
Thing is, my mic is really sensitive, so if I can talk closer to my mic, if that helps.
God damn it, cat meowing.
Oh boy, that's alright. Everyone likes cats.
Starting early
And if you
tonight.
don't, you're not welcome here.
True.
I don't know. We welcome dog people too, ferret people. I don't know,
It could
anyone
be
in
both.
between.
Yeah. All furry
Just-
animals are welcome.
Except for reptiles.
You,
I'm sorry.
you heard it here
I'm
first. All
venturing
furries are welcome.
Oh boy. Alrighty, well, with everyone here and all audio now set up, are you all ready to begin?
Mm-hmm.
I am indeed.
Yeah, roll 20.
It's alright, we still have to do the actual introduction.
Oh god, okay.
Mm-hmm.
We can stall for your time, don't worry.
Yeah, I still have actual introductions, so not
Daybreak
to worry.
Are we live right now? Are we like TOS
We are actually
bound
Yes,
live
right
we
right
are.
now.
We are actually live. Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Alrighty. Transitioning the page and welcome one and all to the second episode of the Daybreak Chronicles, a streamed Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition game taking place in the homebrew setting known as Daybreak, a sci-fi fantasy supplement. Before we get started tonight, I'd like to introduce my lovely cast of characters who will be our story's focus for the duration of this campaign. So, let's go down the list and introduce yourself as well as the character you will be playing. Let's go in reverse order this time. Nesto, go ahead.
All right. Swear is basically a sorcerer, as one might have been able to guess from the name and picture. But essentially, I'm not good at introductions, but he magic man from desert place with magic. Yes.
Very, very nice. Up next, Ali, go ahead.
Yeah, I am Ali. I will be playing Jack Sprite, the very tired changeling warlock research assistant. They have like faded pink hair, a signet ring with a moth on it, and a crystal on the other side. And they wear body armor under their lab coat.
Very nice. Up next, Silent, go ahead and introduce yourself and your character.
Nah, I'm sorry. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Silent. It's a pleasure to meet y'all. My character that I'm gonna play is Caliper. She's a bright-eyed, shalugi princess slime slash doctor that's gonna be hopefully healing everyone. I don't know, man. All right, take it. I'm done.
That was
Oh
actually
boy.
good.
Yeah, very good, very good. And finally, last but certainly not least, Nessie.
Hey. Nessie, I'll be playing Waste, the walking disaster. They are a radiation touched with the environmental suit and the Geiger counter to show it off.
Very nice. And with introductions out of the way, let us begin. When last we left off, our group of adventurers had landed on a planet to refuel, restock, and get more prepared for their continual journey and escape from the Stotsen Karai, a group of spacefaring ferrets who have done what they could to conquer the galaxy. And being mostly successful, the residents of said galaxy have chosen to flee, leaving many behind. A few of those many being the party. After landing, they had encountered a humanoid who took them to their underground base to hopefully get help in escaping and getting extra food and water for the journey. However, after encountering this humanoid, it was discovered that they were not exactly as they seemed, and they were in fact a trap set by these stoats. After some fighting and careful, well, less careful, more shooting and killing stuff, they had managed to retreat back to their ship, taking a few extra samples on board of these stoats and retreating back to space, hoping to return back down and infiltrate one of these cities when they were hopefully least expecting it. And with that, you are all currently in space. It is time has passed a fair bit as you were just waiting for the time to go back down. But fuel is still running short, and the longer you stay in space, the more fuel you're wasting without replenishing. In any case, the scene is yours.
So they're checking out the shit show yet?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Sounds just about time.
I was hoping we'd be able to go in earlier, though we haven't really done much preparing. Not that there's much we can prepare to go into that.
Nah, I'm thinking this will be more smash and grab, you know? I mean, at least as I see it, a lot of them should be checking out the mess we left behind.
Though it also means they may be on higher alert. There's a few
If
things
they're
to
still there, yeah.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
If they're definitely still there.
Could you like hijack a vehicle perhaps and like siphon all the fuel out of it?
Will you
If
steal a ship?
if there
Yeah,
are
yeah.
well, if there are vehicles made by people, then most likely.
Nah, I don't see our odds being good on that. If there's a ship there, that means they're still there.
Oh,
And our plan's kind of relying on them not.
well, how about if we like make a distraction, make them run all the way there and leave their ships?
Yeah, that was the half-baked afterwards plan of what we just did.
All right, all right. You could ask them nicely, but I don't know how that work out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what method do you guys think engaging? What shit? What method do you guys want to use for engaging? Fly in there, set off all possible alarms, and get shot down. Try to sneak and do things more subtly. Uh, some kind of blend.
What I think is go for the nearest city that isn't the one we were just in. See if there are any ships left. If there are, we sneak in and try to keep under the radar. If there aren't, we rush in before they can get back.
Suppose it works.
Yeah. Sneaky, sneaky. Let's go.
Jax like stops fiddling with their e-pad, and they say, Are we actually trying to hijack a ship?"
Nah, if there's a
Okay,
ship,
good.
they're on it. And we did a good job of holding the fort with with our ship, but taking one of theirs is going to be something else entirely.
Yeah, and also we now have a bunch of samples on the ship, and also my tools. It would just be a lot to carry and get into another ship before they're onto us.
Right. Right now, we should be looking for what the fuck do you call them? A port, I guess. Odds
Spaceport
are they have some. Yeah, odds are they have some fueling stations there that should have some shit left in them.
makes sense.
They're using it as a base and getting their own ships hooked up there, or they're ignoring the shit out of it, and I doubt anyone's going after them.
Fair.
So, ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
let's go.
Steer away.
Right. Do we have a map?
We
Do
You
we
do
need a
have
not
map to
have a
see the
map.
nearest city?
You do not have a map, but you can sort of visually see by just looking down, especially as you get closer.
That's fair.
Hey, look, satellite imaging.
Is there like an internet version? You can just just search the web for the the nearest city or port.
I was going
Jax
to
will
ask a
start.
question, but I'm not going to.
Jax will start piloting us towards the nearest next city.
Alrighty, and as you make your way a little bit closer so you can see and you enter the planet's gravity well, you can start seeing things in much more detail, especially with the ship's scanners. And just heading down towards the nearest city, you find that it's rather large, despite the great lack of population at the moment. There is quite a large city as well as what you're looking for, a ship port. Nearby it, however, you can very clearly see some larger buildings as well as a sort of residential area where you presume people would be. At least they would
Hmm.
be if they weren't likely all dead or escaped.
Can we see any ships from the sky?
Yes, there are currently 4 docking stations for ships, of which 3 of them are in use.
Hmm. Well, they didn't take the bait, but could make some new bait actually. Okay, this might be my dumb idea of the day, but I'm thinking it's a big city. If we can go in 2 groups, One knocks down a building on one side of the city. The other breaks into the spaceport. One draws attention. The other gets what we need.
I don't love the idea of splitting us up.
Eh, I'll be honest, neither do I, but our other option is trying to sneak in there
Oh,
without being noticed by any one of them in those ships.
do we have explosives
Fair.
perhaps? Could be like time something, like make like a time, I don't know, bomb or something to do that, or so we're all together at least.
I could
Actually,
try and rig something together.
I don't have
you
the
have
skill set.
material?
I got a
Something
shit
like
ton of
that.
fission fuel.
Uh,
That works.
technically, the matter mags. I'm not sure if they would consist. Are they like kind of regular bullets? Because technically, regular bullets
Oh,
have
wait.
gunpowder in them.
Wait, Max, you're right. You hold on to any empty ones?
Do you have any empty magazines, Caliper?
Oh yeah, I have a butt ton.
Alright.
Okay.
Idea. I fill those up with my little fuel tank here. Tie them together. Make a little fuse to them. We can sort of make a makeshift fission fuel dynamite.
Do you know how to make proper explosives, Or not Caliper, sorry, wait.
No, but I know how to make things explode.
I can make proper explosives.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, I just need material, and fission fuel and empty mags would probably work.
Hell yeah, we got it. All right. So, do you want to be one of the ones blowing stuff up? Because it might help to have an expert on that.
I could. I'm also pretty good at being quiet, so it would make sense.
You're also
Got
very good at blinding your allies,
Um, and my enemies.
which would make you a perfect distraction.
Good point. Could I get that fission fuel?
Yeah, sure. As Waste gets up, hops off the lead container they're using as a seat, and pops it open.
Yeah. Jax actually has bomb maker's tools on the ship and has proficiency. So could I roll something to make some improvised explosives, DM?
Yes, you may. Go ahead and roll. This will be a. We'll call it a dexterity check with your bomb maker's tools.
All right. And can I apply guidance to this?
Yes, you can.
All right.
Could I help out knowing radioactive materials well
Sure. Yes,
with
you can. So you
the
have advantage
hazmat
on this
specials
roll.
background?
Perfect.
Oh, very nice. Yes, you can take advantage on this roll.
So that is a 24.
Whoo boy. Yes, with a 24, how many grenades are you trying to make?
I think
Um,
I'm trying to make one timed charge, maybe more.
yeah. Basically as many empty mags as we have.
Alrighty.
Fucking SpongeBob in the background.
Oh boy. Alrighty, in that case, roll me a d10 and we'll add 10 to this.
All right.
So minimum of 11, maximum of 20.
That
I
is
think we're
13.
trying to make
Alright,
something
you
closer to
have.
C4 than grenades, technically.
Grenade is just the blanket term I'm using.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you make 13 of these using fission fuel.
Hell yeah.
And also,
Let's see how much of my supply does that use?
I'm checking that right now. Give me a sec.
I have 40 pounds of it.
Alrighty. Uh, 13. Take off 6 pounds.
Got it.
That's half a pound roughly per grenade. Alrighty, and with these now 13 explosives using fission fuel, you are all set to blow shit up.
All right.
Waste, you're probably the best at actual demolition here. Do you have any tips?
Aim for wherever it's supported. Good bet is corners, any pillars if they're that big, or any cross sections, especially walls in the middle of a room or building, I should say.
Got it. And you want us to put these where?
Other side of town, one of the bigger buildings.
Got it.
Something that'd be noticed either across the way by the impact, so to speak, or from above.
Makes sense. And DM, could I have rigged these up to basically trigger on like me sending in something from my ePad?
Not your ePad, but I will say that if you, with enough of your rope, you could make a long fuse so that you're not within range. Though you wouldn't be able to do it wirelessly.
We would need something
Got it.
for that, like an arm.
So I also have hacking tools proficiency. Could I? This is an absolutely crazy idea. Feel free to tell
Trying
me
to
no.
make a trigger.
Could I try and link up one of my electric candles using my hacking tools as the trigger that I set off
funny.
with my ePad?
I will say not the electric candle. But I will allow for you to use one of the radios that you took from the Stoats previously.
That's a good point. We have, what, 11 corpses in the ship now?
Yes, however, only 3 of those ones have actual radios, because only 3 of them
Right.
were the Scouts.
So I'll take one of the radios and make sure that there's nothing extra on it, like the sustenance, and then I will hook that up.
Alrighty. You can go ahead and roll me. This will be an intelligence hacking tools check.
All right. Can guidance apply?
Yes, it can.
All right.
So long as you are not under a time crunch, you will always be able to use guidance.
Perfect. That is a 14.
14, I'll say you have enough to get a rudimentary remote trigger. It's nothing
All right.
incredible, and the odds of it not working are extremely low, but it will suffice, at least for your needs.
All right. Works for me. So, Waste, should I take the ship to the outskirts and you guys go in, or should I drop you guys off here and go out? What's up?
I'd say we should leave the ship in a central position. Make it so that we can get back quick.
Yeah, that's fair.
You do know that the
Okay.
amount of fuel that a ship needs is well beyond any of your carrying capacities.
In fact, might
And
be better.
you only have one lead box to carry it.
Yeah. And it's already mostly full.
Maybe you guys drop me and somebody else off at the building, and then you fly to the port.
Yeah, are either of you any good at flying a ship?
Not at all.
Caliber,
Yes.
Yeah,
you can fly a ship?
Not very well.
Oh, good.
All right, you might be needed for the sneak party then.
Yeah.
I think I only have. Wait, I'm not sure if this is the right one. I'd like out of character. It says light medium shields. I'm not sure what that means. Wait, no, wait.
That's for armor.
That's armor.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
This
I
is a
don't know how
small
to fly
ship.
ships.
I can check your class for you if you want.
Yeah.
The
Medic
medic
should
should have small medium,
multiple
right?
ships.
I think so.
I am
Can I get some
there.
water real quick?
Other tiny and medium, not small.
I am the only one that can fly this ship. That's good.
Whoa.
All right.
So,
So at the
If I
moment
have to
you
be
are
on the
over
sh-
top of the city.
So yeah, you're gonna need to be with a sneak party to get your ship in.
yeah. Waste, do you want to set the explosives?
I can.
Yeah. I assume you have an E-pad.
Huh?
What?
I didn't quite hear you. Sorry.
Oh, I assume you have an E-pad.
Kinda. Waze takes out their E-pad, and it's more of a radio or tape recorder than an actual proper E-pad.
Oh. DM, could I try and tell if this would still work to send an impulse to the
It is
jury
radio.
trigger?
Yes, because you have hooked up the radio to the detonation. Basically, you will be able to basically wirelessly connect as long as you're within that radio's range.
Okay, cool. They say,
So,
well, as long as it's within a few miles, we could actually set the explosives up and then trigger them while we're in the place with nobody having to supervise them.
yeah, that's true. I guess is yeah, as long as it all works right.
Which I hope it should. There's a
Hopefully.
very small chance it won't, but I'm pretty confident.
I'm just wondering, should I stay down there as insurance? Because even if one fails, I do got some a destructive toolkit, so to speak.
Do you think you'll be able to survive if they do converge on you and we can't get there fast enough?
If I run quick, then yeah.
That's the issue. I feel like they can probably run quicker.
Yeah.
I think we should probably just set them up and then trigger them remotely.
Sounds good.
Don't be suspicious.
So I think that's the plan.
Yep. Set them up. Get near the edge.
Yep.
If it is out of range, nah, never mind.
Can I use the transmission range of my E-pad to work this, or is it just the transmission range of the radio?
It is the transmission range of the small radio.
Okay.
Does anyone have an antenna?
I do.
What?
I just don't
Like a
really want to
helmet.
use it. I suppose we could probably find another one somewhere, but I don't want to use it on this.
Yeah, I don't think we should stress it that much. Sounds like we got a proper plan, which is more than we could say for last time.
Yeah,
All right, ready to move out?
Yep. I will begin piloting us to whatever building Waste points out.
All right.
We're just looking for a particularly tall one that's near the opposite side of the city uh, as the spaceport.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll me perception.
All right,
You can take a guidance.
Fairly
on
low
this.
DC since you are literally looking for the biggest thing on the planet.
17.
And yeah, with a 17, you can look out and you can see one of the several skyscrapers that is in the city that would probably make for a pretty big distraction.
Yeah, that's the one. How far does it look from the spaceport?
Uh, give or take about 10 miles.
Okay.
All right.
Hmm.
What I was thinking of before was I could stay on the ground, be far away from the fall zone, and trigger detonation. I'll wait in a secure place and wait for you all to be done with it. The way I see it, I'm not going to be going in there either way.
Let's not
Since,
split. Let's not split
no,
up.
look, I'm serious though. Like, I can't sneak in there. We both know that.
Look,
And I can't hurt them, so I can't even stay back to protect the ship, really.
the gold I spent on the antenna, it's worth your life if it comes to it. I don't mind attaching.
No, I'm not gonna die out here, don't worry. If I'm on the ground a few miles out, they're gonna have no idea where to look for me.
True, I suppose.
I just run for the city's edge, get into the woods, and as long as we set up a place to meet, I'll be fine.
Could I try and get like a secure connection between my EPAD and a radio gloat, not the one attached to the explosives?
Yeah, you have 4 total radios, including the one that you used as an explosive.
Right. Could I try and set one up so that it's like it only broadcasts to me, using like hacking tools or something?
You can change its frequency, but beyond that, there's not much you can do.
That's fair.
Just realistically, how it functions.
Yeah.
You know what? If you really want to be sure, Waste checks their journal for the radio frequency. Set it to let's say good 83.
Okay. They will set it to 83. And would I be able to connect to this radio using my iPad and its transmission range, or just the transmission range of the radio?
It can send to you through its, but you can send to it through yours.
Okay.
So it only has a range of 1 mile, but you have a range of whatever your EPAD has.
Okay. Jax is gonna say, you know what? You should take my iPad. I'll attach the antenna to it. You'll have a
yeah,
range
that
of
makes
50
sense.
miles. Yeah.
Sure.
Just don't go looking through my files. You don't want to.
I'll be honest, I don't know how to work these things.
Well, that's fair.
Whatever secrets you have are safe with me.
And they will hand you their EPAD with antenna attached.
All right. Send me down there, get yourself set up.
Yeah. And we shall do that.
Alrighty. Just double checking one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, you have a pressure seal. Luckily, you are within the atmosphere, so you don't have to land.
Yep.
Alrighty, and as you open up the hatch and send Waste down, Waste, you are on your lonesome about 2 minutes after being sent down, just due to how long it takes you to both climb down and reach the bottom safely. But you're at
Yep.
the bottom, the ship flies off, and you lose sight of it quickly thanks to its stealth systems.
Wait to do a quick check to make sure there are no scouts in the area.
Roll your perception check.
21.
With a 21, you look around, keep your ears open, listen. This area seems clear, at least for now.
All right, let's hope it won't be soon. So to check for which parts of the building are load bearing, Waste is gonna take their towing winch and jab it into a few key places, testing to see if it has any give.
All right, you go around the base floor of the building, just stabbing into places, and you find a few very solid places that seem like they are at least holding on to some of the weight.
All right, let's get some of those fission grenades set up. Let's see, how many? I assume we have like a small bundle with the trigger and a few just loose.
Yeah, they've all mostly been wirelessly connected, thanks to the radio being taken apart.
Oh,
But
okay.
you still have, so you can set them all up. You have 13 locations that you can blow up. But the
Got
more
it.
you centralize it, the more damage you will deal, and the more likely you are to break a certain area.
Right. So let's go for a few at each corner, and whatever areas in the middle that seem to be the most solid, a couple each there.
Alrighty.
Not really saving any just in case.
Okay. So you're spending all 13 fission grenades, we'll call them.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Both because if this doesn't work, we're doomed, and if this does work well enough, I don't want to be holding one.
Indeed, because they will all go off at the same time, regardless of who's holding them. Alrighty, in that case, go ahead and roll me. We'll call this survival.
All right.
Just to see how well you placed them in general. The DC for this is very
23.
low because you have 13 grenades. And with
Right.
a 23,
23.
you are fairly certain that you've set these things up in the most important areas. And doubled up where needed.
Well, this will be a fun show.
Alrighty, and you begin to run.
Yep. Running out of the
Alrighty.
building and towards the edge of the city.
Alrighty, are you trying to be stealthy about this, or are you just booking it?
Being stealthy up until I get near the range.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
This won't be good, but oh shit, 16.
Oh!
Not bad, 16. Alrighty, and you dip into the shadows. Back on the ship, you guys have just sort of taken off, leaving Waste on the ground, and are preparing to make your way towards the ship's docking station, the one open dock that they have left in order to refuel.
Yeah.
Do you head over there immediately, or are you trying to wait for the distraction before heading over there?
Before heading over there, I think Jax would probably stop like halfway through the city. And then once I would say probably within 1 mile of the spaceport, and then move in once the distraction happens.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll a stealth check for your ship.
Hmm.
Okay. Let me actually check that.
Should only have a +1.
I'm thinking even this is a little close for
Yep,
comfort.
that's a
Oh
20.
shit!
Very nice. And thanks to your proximity stealth systems, even if they get close, they won't be able to see you unless they've got a high enough scanning. Alrighty, so
But at
you
20, they probably don't.
indeed. So you are just waiting. You have made your way out, and now that you're sort of not too far from it, you can see that there are a handful of stoats walking in and out of the spaceport, just going sort of between different docks. Some are coming in and out of ships, but for the most part, there's not that many around. Maybe a dozen or so around the entire port, but not too much more than that.
All right.
And with that, everything is ready. Waste,
As
as
soon
you
as
are
Waste gets to the outer
as
range,
you are approaching, you take out the radio and E-pad.
flip, flip the signal and book it. Not
All
even
right,
attempting
go
stealth
ahead
anymore.
and roll me a d20.
19.
19 is a success. As you flip the switch, there is not even a half a second before you hear a gigantic boom. Fission fuel itself is very explosive, which is why it's used in ships, even though it's one of the cheaper versions. And you can feel the shockwave as you book it towards the edge of town, running and running. Go ahead and roll me a Constitution check, just to
All
see
right.
if you can manage to run the entire way and fully avoid the blast radius.
Because this is a blast of uh, fission fuel specifically, being a radiation touched, could I have advantage on this?
Uh, yes, you can.
All
Because
right.
once this initial blast is gone, you just have to worry about rubble,
Right.
which you should hopefully be more
15.
than far away from. And yes, with a 15, you book it, and as you're sort of getting a bit tired, you get a bit of a second win, getting onto your runner's high as you steady your pace, continue forward, and pass by a supermarket.
Supermarket.
Gonna take a quick glance inside, see if anything's active.
You look past, or you look to the side, quickly running. Roll me a perception check.
16.
With 16, you can see that the food on the shelves is still stocked, though the lights are off. So anything that's probably not or anything that is refrigerated probably has gone bad. But you don't see any creatures in there. Empty
Okay.
supermarket.
Does it look to be far enough away from the blast or still in danger zone?
Intelligence check.
11.
An 11. Judging by how little force you're currently being hit by from the blast, you think that it's pretty. You hope that it's pretty safe, and you think that you should be far enough away that it shouldn't deal at least too much damage if it does reach.
Mm. I'm gonna dip inside real quick, but not planning to spend long.
All right, you run inside and food and water galore. It's a supermarket for a big city. More than you could possibly carry, just the first few shelves. What are you taking?
Waste is gonna take whatever's nearest to the entrance and go.
All right, you get the equivalent of roll me a d20.
Could this be athletics?
Yeah, I'll allow an athletics. 20.
Hey.
All right, you get a 20's worth of resources. That is both food and drinks.
Focusing more on water.
Yep. So a 20 is going to be basically for each point you got is going to be considered 1 day's worth of something, be it food or water.
Oh god.
So your
But
choice
all
how
water.
you're allocating that.
We already got food a while back. I'm gonna get all water.
Alrighty. 20 days worth of water, and you're good to go, and you book it out. Alrighty. And as you're booking it, you are far enough out that no stoats, even if they do see you, will not have much of a chance to attack you. In any case, back to the ship. You can all hear the boom, and off in the distance, you can see that skyscraper building begin to topple, first falling down as several stories are crushed beneath its own weight. And you can see that several of those stoats, though not all of them, begin running in that direction.
I suppose that's the signal.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yep. And I think we shall land in the spaceport.
All right, you land at at the final open dock, and are received at the spaceport. And as you land, you can see that the very few stoats that did stay are outside your ship. But you know just from experience that these are the little guys, and they ain't gonna do shit to you. though it is always better to take them out than leave them alive.
Right.
Alrighty, you have docked and are ready. Whatever you'd like to do.
Y'all ready to head out?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Just remember, when we're dealing with stouts, leave no survivors. I don't think I need to say this, but I'm just making sure.
All right. No friends, only foe. Got it.
Alrighty, and with that, you descend out of the ship, and there are 4 operators standing outside the ship's entrance. And upon seeing you, they all scream in terror and run away.
All right, I'm going to immediately cast Thorn Whip as basically sort of needle sort of like shoots out at it and well attempts to strike it.
Alrighty.
13.
I believe a 13 hits. Let me double check. Yes, that definitely hits. Roll damage.
All right, it takes 2 piercing damage as it's pulled backwards towards us when the needle just sort of yanks back.
It is ever so barely still alive after that attack, writhing and bleeding out its purple blood in pain. The other 3 are still running away. They do not seem to care that one of them is gone.
Could we keep this one alive?
Didn't I just say whatever?
I would like to stick it on the ship and interrogate it, maybe.
Have you learned nothing from the past How long has it been?
It's weak. It's
Ooh,
barely living at this point.
we can skin him and make like bodysuit.
Having a living test subject would also be helpful.
Whatever. Grab him.
It is quickly trying to run away once it is freed from the thorn whip.
Should I do something mean? I'm very tempted to do something mean. Could this stout make me an intelligence save against blindness?
Yes. What features it that changes? Very nice.
The cadaver catalog.
Very, very nice. Its intelligence save is a 14.
Oh. Huh.
As it continues running away.
I'm just gonna shoot the needle at it again.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack.
23.
That'll definitely hit.
4 damage.
4 damage, that kills it. As this thing is torn in two by this whip.
With that out of the way, let's proceed.
Yeah. Are there any more operators left in sight? Or are they gone?
They have all gone over the time it took for you guys to do that.
Okay. I guess Jax will start looking for any way to, like, find some fuel.
Alrighty. You can just hook up the fuel to directly to your ship because you're at a docking station, so refueling is part of its functions.
That makes sense.
Dang it. You distracted me with the whole keep this one alive, now the other's gone. This is about to turn into a shit show.
It won't. Let's get the fuel started.
All right.
And Jax will go without getting it started.
You quickly run out to grab a rather large tube that you can plug into your ship to fuel it. And the fueling process begins. How much fuel are you going to take? The more fuel you take, the longer it will take for it to fill up.
I guess my question is, how quickly can we detach the fuel thing?
You can fully detach it in one round so long as it is not pumping fuel.
Okay. And how do I make it stop pumping fuel?
What you need to do is basically determine how many days worth of fuel you are putting in, and it will not stop until it reaches that.
Okay.
Each day will take 3 rounds worth of combat.
All right. If I sit in my dark orb, they won't be able to really see me, and they'd be shooting pot shots, and I could probably detach everything, if you guys just want to stay on the ship and I stay out here.
Sure, if that's how you want to do it. Caliper, let's go.
Yeah.
Got it, Chief.
I will cast darkness on myself, and then I will put in, ideally, 12 days of fuel.
Alrighty. So that is 36 rounds.
Yup.
Or 216 seconds. Or about 3.5 minutes. Alrighty, so for the next 3.5 minutes, you will be waiting in a bubble of darkness while Caliper and Sower are remaining on the ship. Alrighty. The first 2 minutes pass uneventfully. On the third minute, I would like, Jax, you to roll me a perception check.
Okay.
You will not be able to have guidance because you are concentrating on darkness.
2.
All right, with a 2, everything seems fine. Alrighty. You're on the final leg of the journey, and now, even without a perception check, you can hear clear as day the sounds of dozens of footsteps.
Okay. Would an Eldritch Blast to whatever contraption is, uh, like keeping this thing held to our ship, would that detach it without killing me?
Roll me an intelligence check.
Okay. 18.
An 18. You know that while it would not kill you, it would empty the fuel in your ship, because how the mechanism works is it forcibly opens the ship's fuel. So if you leave it while or take it off while it's not pumping, the fuel door will remain open and fuel will flood out.
So, assuming everything's technology around here, could I hack it to detach safely?
If you believe you can hack this spaceport, then yes, go for it.
Could I just hack the specific pump?
Yes, you can.
Do I think that will be at all easy for me?
It would be easier if you were at the actual main station where all of these are controlled, which you are not at. You're just the pump.
Okay. I guess
But it would still
we'll
definitely
give this...
be easier than hacking the entire station.
That's fair. I guess I'll give it a try.
Alrighty.
Intelligence, I assume?
Yep.
18.
With an 18, let me just double check something real quick. Here we are. What are the DCs? That unfortunately does not beat the DC. Yep. Industrial Machines, unfortunately, has a DC of 20.
That is unfortunate.
Indeed.
Y'all will get a panicked message from Jack.
All right, so he's going to take a deep sigh and whisper under his breath, "Called it." And does the bubble of darkness block cover the entrance of the ship?
I will say that they are not covering.
All right, then Sora's going to start walking down to there and just get to a position where he can just kind of peek out to about where the stouts are and just take a look at the situation real quick.
All right, they are not visible quite yet, but their footsteps can be very clearly heard.
All right, can I tell roughly where they're coming from?
You can very clearly tell that they are coming from the front doors.
All right. He's going to say, this wouldn't be so inconvenient if I hadn't already cast the spell twice today. Now, this time, it's going to be a bit painful. And he's going to stick his needle into his chest, causing a pale red light to shine from there. And as he groans in agony, he is going to take 2d4 damage. His max HP is reduced by the same amount, and he's casting Spike Growth over there to try to cover those places.
Alrighty. You cast Spike Growth at the entrance of this area. And as stoats begin to flood in, many of them die on impact before even reaching the end of your spike growth.
And he's then just going to go back inside, since it should help slow them down. Hopefully enough, maybe.
Indeed. Jax, you have 3 rounds left. This is one of those rounds. Are you doing anything?
I think the best I can do is just Eldridge Blast.
Alrighty. You send out Eldritch Blasts at some that are making it a bit further that you don't want to get through. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Advantage because unseen, I assume?
Yep.
19.
A 19 will hit. Roll damage.
7 force.
7 definitely kills whatever you were shooting at, especially after taking all that spike growth damage. 2 rounds to go. They are getting further and further. You think that next round, many of them will have fully made it across.
Okay. Let me just check my spells. I have a question.
What is your question?
Is there any, defined symbol of people who are resisting the steps?
Yes, they do have an actual symbol.
Could I try to prestidigitation that on the wall next to the spike growth to try and distract them?
What is the range of prestidigitation?
Good question.
10 feet.
Yeah, 10 feet.
You would not be able to reach the wall with that range.
That is unfortunate. I think the best I can do, it's probably just to... Oh, I have an idea. I have a dumb idea. It might work. Could I chuck a bottle of salva glue into their midst and then Eldritch Blast it? To try and slow them down?
You would be able to do one of those this round and the other next round?
Okay. I'll chuck the bottle of salva glue this round.
Alrighty. You chuck the bottle of salva glue. Go ahead and just roll a dexterity check for this.
Alright.
Because this would be an improvised weapon.
7.
7, you chuck it and it lands just shy of the actual spike growth.
That's unfortunate, but still sort of worked. Alright. And then my next question is, can I use my movement to, move erratically so it's even harder for people to hit me?
That would be the dodge action. So
True.
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Then yeah, that's all I'm doing in that turn.
Alrighty. Final round. There are some heavy footsteps coming through. Jax, roll me a perception check.
13?
there is a creature that just passed the door, and you are fairly certain it is an oppressor.
Okay.
Hmm.
Maybe I just get back on the ship and hope that everything goes well. Jax is actually gonna start like backpedaling back onto the ship. And then I am going to be sending some feverish messages to a mysterious frequency on my radio.
Swear is going to be staying at a portion of the ship where he can cast Mage Hand through the hole, since it can be cast through objects, in order to detach the thing when it's, time.
Very, very nice. Yeah, so as Jax, you're backing onto the ship, and the door is closing with you on it. These stoats are getting much closer, and now that you're not really having to worry too much about oncoming attacks thanks to the ship's hull. Soar, because you're the one keeping the most eye on it, roll me a perception check.
That's what I'm good at. 7.
A 7. It is definitely an oppressor out there, and it is a very good thing that you shut the door when you did, because it has just gotten through and is running towards your ship.
Noted. How long until the fuel's done?
It will be done at the end of this round.
All right. Yep. Readying an action to use Mage Hand to just tear that thing out the moment it's done. And I'm going to say, Jax, Caliper, you may want to start preparing to take off. I mean, now.
The ship's
All right.
basically already ready. I just have to press a
Go
button.
start revving.
Alrighty. And as you prepare to take off, there is a heavy, heavy thud on the side of the ship as the oppressor bashes in the ship. The ship is going to take some damage from this attack.
While it does that, Jax is going to be sending a message to the same like mysterious frequency that they send messages to their patron to. Basically just saying, I have 11 corpses ready to be dissected. If you want that information, please let me live through this.
Alrighty. The ship takes 4 points of damage as this stout slams into it and sends a punch almost through the hull. And the ship quickly begins to hum with the energy of it turning on and preparing to leave. The next round, Soar, you detach the fuel canister, and there's a little bit of residue spewing about, but the fuel hatch is closed, and you are prepared and ready to take off.
All right, let's go. I don't want to stay around that thing any longer.
Jax is pressing the button.
You press the button and the ship begins to rise. Slowly at first, it just beginning to pick up speed, but quickly making its way further and further up. I'm going to see if this creature managed to hold on to the ship.
I knew it.
That plus its strength. And what is the ship's AC?
14.
Okay. Oops, that's not 14. What I meant to do.
This thing does manage to hold on to the ship.
Oh, good.
And as the ship zooms up to the sky, this thing can be seen on the side using its gigantic hands to hold on and crunch some of the metal in its palms as it climbs up towards the entrance.
I knew this would happen.
Caliper, get on the ram. Smack that thing off, please. Or at least try to.
Wait, what's a ram? What?
The low mass ram, it's that station there, as they point to one of the workstations.
Okay. Is this the pew pew station?
Basically.
Okay, all right. All right, I'm ready.
Alrighty, and as you get into the seat and prepare to fire off the ram at this creature, go ahead and make just a d20 roll because you are not proficient with small ships. Plus your dex, int, or wisdom.
Right.
Question: can I do the commander thing of like sort of guiding her through?
Yes, you can.
Hitting with this.
Yep. What's your charisma bonus?
3.
Alrighty. Caliper, you will have a +3 to this roll on top of your dex, int, or wiz.
How many do I add?
That's just +3. And with a 15, trying to hit this creature.
Isn't it within a certain range?
It is within 1 kilometer, so it does have a +2. So it's a 17, which does not hit this creature's armor class. Especially because you were trying to hit thing not on the ship scale.
All right. Now I ask the question, can I do some evasive maneuvers?
Yes, you can. Trying to shake it off. Go ahead and roll a piloting check.
I assume with dex because it's small.
Yep. And I will bring you all to outer space. 18. Very nice. And as we enter outer space, your ship right there begins flying around. Alrighty. I am going to roll a strength saving throw for this thing to hold on. It must beat an 18. That is a 24. Oops, should have rolled that to GM. Regardless, it gets a 24.
Could I do something weird? That is the only way I can describe it. Could I use Unsettling Visage, the changeling feature, over comms and for the strength save?
I will say roll me a charisma check.
All right.
If you beat the DC, I will allow it.
Okay. Well, could I get some sort of bonus for reaching out to my patron?
I'll say because you're doing this over comms, which is the most tech.
Did we just lose Glout?
Possibly. Well, rip.
I guess we're waiting patiently.
Wait, for what?
glove disconnected or something.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I can still hear us on the stream.
Yep. It's just technical difficulties. It's the way it is.
Hello. Am I back?
Oh, he's
We
back.
can hear you.
Ah, my microphone unplugged.
No.
Apologies. But yes, roll a D100 to connect to your patron.
Okay. I am calling high if it matters. That is a 28.
That is neither high nor the number I was looking for.
Hmm.
As you cannot reach your patron, at least implicitly in this particular scenario. But go ahead and roll your charisma check. Straight charisma.
14.
A 14, I'm going to just roll a straight d20. A 14 beats a 13. You will give it disadvantage.
Okay.
And the second one is a 12.
Oh!
As you shout out at this thing, unsettlingly over comms and shake the ship about. This thing flies off as you enter as you exit the atmosphere and enter space.
That was too close for comfort.
And now that it's flying off, why don't everyone give me a perception check?
Sure.
Now that it's no longer a threat.
Could I add guidance to this?
Careening off into the atmosphere from the ground.
19.
Shit.
Could I add guidance?
Yes, you can.
Cool. 11.
Alrighty.
What are your
Hmm.
perception?
Yep.
Actually,
Yeah.
Yep.
hypothetically speaking, could I add guidance?
If you have the guidance spell, then yes.
I do. 22.
Very nice.
Do I do that too from the ground?
No, not you, unfortunately. Actually, you know what? Why not? Roll it and see if you can see what's flying off in the distance. The DC will be higher for you, though. 17. I'll say that you can see something flying off the ship as it begins basically doing barrel rolls midair before entering the atmosphere. Or before exiting the atmosphere.
Yeah.
As for Silent and Soar, you can see that whatever that thing was, based on the fact alone that it was breaking through your ship, tells you that that thing was not an oppressor, but instead something far, far worse. You believe that was a berserker, which is just the oppressor on steroids.
That doesn't sound good.
Indeed. Luckily for you, you have thrown it off the ship.
Let's
Get
get
out of here.
waste and leave this planet forever.
Yeah. Sora, can you set the scanners to just scan that thing as it re-enters the atmosphere? I want to make sure it goes flat.
Yeah, sure.
Alrighty, roll a scanning check.
How do you roll a scanning check?
It's just a d20 plus scanning. Your passive adds your wisdom.
Yeah, so I think it's just a d20.
Yep, just a d20.
3.
3. After a couple miles of it falling, you have lost track of it.
Okay. Jax will, I guess, get within, 40 miles of the city and then wait for a message across the frequency.
Lace will send one as soon as the ship's in view again. going to uh, wilt a tree real quick so they know where to land.
Alrighty. And as I bring you all over to where Waste is, Waste, you can see far off in the sky the ship that you are much more comfortable on than off at the moment. You can see it approaching, heading down to your area.
Hey, there we go. Finally shook it off. All right. Looks like they know where to find me, so we'll still lean against the tree here. Sure.
Alrighty.
So
Waste, roll me a perception check.
Okay. 9.
With a 9, it's still good enough. You can hear the snapping of a twig from behind you.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, can I help them?
You are unfortunately
Sure,
not
I'm
there
fine.
yet.
Yeah.
Okay, which behind me?
Uh,
Is that
towards the in terms of the image, the lake or the river, not the lake.
and it's just across?
Yeah, seems like whatever it is coming from down there.
All right. Waste will try and use the towing winch to move that tree bridge to be more of a barricade.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll a strength check at advantage.
All right. No athletics or just strength?
This is pure strength. Lifting a tree is not very athletic.
Got it. Oh, advantage.
14. With a 14, you, after some time and some strain, are able to move this rather large tree, sort of as a barricade rather than a bridge.
And Waste will just try and hide in a bush till whatever comes does.
Alrighty. And as you go out, you can hear a voice shout out towards you. Hello? Is anyone there? Thought I saw somebody.
Oh, we're not falling for this shit twice.
I mean, we've got a pretty safe place nearby if you need some place to rest.
Fuck off, don't need it, go fuck yourself.
And you can see that same humanoid step out from behind the trees, alone by himself. Oh, well, I mean, if you don't want place to go, can you at least help me leave here, please?
You know what? Sure.
Oh, thank you. You're a lifesaver. Oh, man, I was thinking I'd never get away from him.
Right. Just climb over toward the river, and my friends are coming down soon.
Oh, yeah, sure thing. I'll be just over. And this person begins making their way across the tree very carefully.
Ways will be looking behind them, make sure there's no reinforcements.
Roll me a perception check.
A good 17.
With a 17, looking around, anticipating that there probably will be something, you don't see anything. This person seems to be alone.
Mm.
And as he finally makes his way across and crawls his way off the tree and stands before you, dusting himself off. Alrighty then. I guess we can go whenever you're ready. I don't exactly know where you go.
No, I'm just waiting.
Oh, that's good. I see you carrying a lot of water there. I guess you found.
Not in your life.
Okay, I'll just drink from the river then.
Yeah, you do that.
And he goes to drink in the river. A few minutes later, the small ship that you all find your way, that you have all managed to procure for yourselves, has landed in the clearing that Waste has found themselves in front of. And you can all see Waste as well as a very familiar humanoid man standing next to them.
And there they are.
Oh, well, that's wonderful. I'm glad you guys made it safely.
Mm-hmm.
Would Jax saw this person, right?
Oh, everyone can see him.
Cool. Jax walks off the ship with their ring raised and black eldritch energy crackling between their fingers, and they say, "Give me one reason why I shouldn't blast your head in right this instant."
I was forced to. I didn't. I wanted to, not die, so I just did what they told me.
Explain it.
Do you know Dark One?
I know of it.
All right. Then I guess I'm just gonna have to take you on your word. Okay. Do you want to come with us?
Oh yes, please. I don't want to be here anymore. They're very scary.
Will you submit to a blood test?
If you're coming with us, you can't say no.
Define blood test.
I take a vial of your blood and I test it.
Yeah, that's fine. So long as it, doesn't require me like lopping off an arm or something to get you access to something.
No, we're not barbarians.
You get used to it. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. I mean, I've donated blood before. I know what that's like. It's not too bad.
Yeah, it's basically like that.
All right, yeah, I can do that. So you'll take me
Cool.
with you then?
Yeah.
For now.
Oh, thank you so much. It means so much to me. I know that the whole trap thing was really terrible, and I feel really bad for doing it, but I gotta do what I gotta do to survive. I mean, I'm sure you know how it is, right?
I have one question.
Yeah, sure.
Were you the spellcaster, or was the old man in the corner the spellcaster?
If I answer this truthfully, you're not gonna shoot me.
I literally charged up an Eldridge Blast in front of you. No.
If you're gonna answer this truthfully, just don't answer.
Okay. I was given a kind of item to do that.
Narrows eyes.
Could I see it?
Well, it was one use and it broke, so I can't really. I can give you what's left of it.
Sure.
And they hand you or they toss to you a small mechanical box that seems to be electrically fried.
I'll test this later to see what I can get out of it. Thank you. Do you want to get on the ship before more stouts come?
Actually,
yeah. Oh
wait,
yes,
hold
please.
Hold on a sec. Do you mind if I frisk you? Just to make sure you're not carrying on a communicator or anything like that.
I will strip naked if it means I get to go on the ship and leave.
Jesus Christ, you don't need to go that far.
Jax is mildly suspicious. They're gonna take just like a small sterile needle from either within the ship or probably within their bag, knowing them. And they are just going to say, "Can I take just a small sample of your blood right this minute?"
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Cool. And they're gonna go and just very quickly take a small sample of blood.
Alrighty, you take a small sample of his blood, and it is purple blood.
Do you have a band of shape changing?
Um, what's that?
Insight?
Roll insight.
5.
He has no clue what you're talking about.
You're a changeling. It's the magical item that changelings in particular can use. Any clue?
I've never heard of that before in my life.
Okay.
That magical
Could-
doohickey is the most magicy doohickey thing I've ever dealt with before.
Right. Could I like Arcana check? Knowing the signs, being a changeling myself. Could I see if there's like any trace of a band of shape changing on him?
Sure. Roll a perception check.
Actually, I have a better idea. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Ooh, very nice. You cast Detect Magic. Nothing on him lights up.
Okay.
But that box that he threw to you. There are very faint traces of illusion.
All right. You're probably not hiding anything under your skin, so yeah. Pat down would be good.
All right. You pat him down. He has basically nothing on him, save for the clothes on his back and 1 day's worth of travel rations that is half eaten.
Oh god.
He currently has the common cold, but beyond that, he is fine.
And lumped in with that, is there any poisons on him?
There is not.
For context,
Okay.
waste use an ability to cast detect poison and disease.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's get on the ship.
Yeah, looks like we're good.
All right, thank you very, very much. I appreciate this. Oh man, if those kids were still alive, I'm sure they'd be very, very grateful to you.
The kids were illusions, right?
Oh, they were. I mean, recently they were.
So, did you kill them? Did you see them get killed? What's the deal?
Oh, they just kind of got sick and then didn't wake up one morning.
Ah. Were they changelings like you?
I'm not a changeling.
Yes, you are. You have purple blood.
I'm not a changeling.
Yes, you are. You have purple blood.
I'm
Wow.
telling you I'm not a
Changelings blood
changeling.
really purple, right?
Are you a stoat?
I mean, I don't think so.
Those are the two things that I know about that have purple blood. So,
Listen, we can hash this out later.
yeah. Jax is getting everybody on the ship.
All right, and as everyone gets on the ship and the ship takes off, you re-enter space.
By the way, remember to sneeze into your elbow, man.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I make sure to be very hygienic. You know, with
Also-
what I can.
Mm.
Don't mind the big dent in the ship. It's a new fashion choice.
Oh, it's a very strange fashion choice. I'll accept it though, I guess.
Things get funky after the apocalypse.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
You don't say.
Alrighty. And as you all take off on the ship, heading back into space, the ship fully refueled and with 20 days worth of water, more than you left with, you are free to head to wherever you choose to be your next destination.
Now, hold on. Why is he here? Sir is going to say the comms from the commander station.
Well, now that he's on here, probably figure my reasoning's honest as whatever.
Now,
When I see it, either he's a stout spy and he has information, or he's just another guy that honestly we wouldn't want to leave behind.
he has stout blood. He is clearly not trustworthy from our past experience with him, and considering we were just exposed to an attack from a stout we had not previously seen before, it's fair to assume they have new units of some kind. Perhaps he is some sort of shape-shifting one, turns into something bigger and scarier
Yeah,
under some kind of trigger.
means we got a live sample.
Yep.
And what if
And
he transforms right now and busts a hole in the ship?
then that's my problem to fix. Just consider him under my responsibility.
Noted.
Also, he doesn't necessarily have stout blood. It's possibly changeling. Could also be a change. I need to actually analyze it first.
Isn't changeling blood just stout blood?
Something tells me that if he was like a shapeshifter as powerful as whatever latched onto the ship just a bit ago, he would have killed us down there, not called in the cavalry.
Oh, what thing are
Yeah.
you talking about? Really big guy with heavy armor?
The thing that put the dent in the ship.
Oh, I thought you said it was a fashion choice.
It is. It's just also structural damage caused by a massive step.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Little battle scar, you know?
Oh, okay. I only know the big boss who was in charge of the whole thing. He was very scary.
Could Jax pull up like the sensor data of what we collected on the big beast?
Yes. You don't have much data on the actual Berserker, but you've got plenty of data on all of the smaller ones.
Did it look like any of these, or did it look like this?
And he points to the image of whatever footage you got from the Berserker that attacked.
Did it speak?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
what it looks like up close.
Yeah, it spoke common pretty well.
It spoke common. Okay. All right. How? How?
Well, I guess the same way you and me do it, by breathing weirdly in a way that makes sounds, I guess, that are interpretable by other people who
Right.
breathe
Was it
weirdly.
magic? Was it just straight up common?
He just talked.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah, he said his name was Dave.
Dave.
That's a weird name.
It's also my
Dave?
boss's name.
It's a really normal name, but that's weird to have.
Is it like spelled weird? Maybe it's like one of those like fancy names.
I don't know. He never
Normal.
wrote it down.
Normal. I've never met a man named Dave in my life.
It's a good point. It's popular in like Avesh, but the Aveshans are weird.
Well,
True
they were
that.
weird. They're no longer here anymore.
That's a good
Oh,
point.
yeah, right.
What was your name again?
Oh, what did I tell you last time? I'm sticking with
I
that
think it
one.
was like Jasper or Jasmine or something.
Yeah, we'll call
Give
it. We'll stick with Jasper. Oh, you can call me
Cool.
Jasper.
I'm Jax.
Oh
I'm
no, it
the
wasn't Jasper. It was Juniper.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can call me Juniper.
Right.
Lovely to meet you, Juniper. I'm the research. I suppose I'm the head researcher here now, but before everything went to shit, I was a research assistant. Um, I know how to do a number of things. I know how to pilot the ship. Do you know how to pilot a ship?
Um, I could give it a shot.
Have
No.
you been formally trained in how to pilot a ship?
I could give it a shot.
Have you been formally trained in how to do anything in concerns to a ship?
I know how to break into them.
Were you a criminal before everything went down?
He turns to the side, looks away, and starts whistling.
Answer honestly. It's the apocalypse. You don't have to lie.
Before everything went down, I was like this, so like you can't go much more downhill than that.
Yes.
Okay. What skills did you pick up?
How to break into ships.
Was that it?
I also learned how to lie pretty well.
Right. Anything else, or are you just good at lying and breaking into ships?
Yeah, I know how ships kind of work, so I can put them together.
You can
Wait,
repair ships?
No, I can make them.
Oh. Oh.
Well, I mean, I guess I could probably repair them if I figured out how they work.
I can run you through how this ship works.
Oh no, not the ship. The tools to repair it.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think we have any of those on board.
Wait, seriously?
Check the stock.
I think we ran out of those a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Wow, you did not come prepared.
No. I was not prepared for the apocalypse.
I
I
was.
was I was trying to just live, research things.
Wow,
I was trying to
strange.
steal a ship.
Part.
Yeah. Okay. Um I'm gonna go do some blood analyzation. Um can
Process, you mean?
I like make sure that the ship doesn't steer into a meteor or something?
Sure.
Thanks. And Juniper, do you want to join me since you don't really
Oh
have a spot
yeah,
on the ship?
sure. I'll go. I'll go join you.
Cool.
I'll hang out with you two then.
Yeah, that works. So yeah,
Alrighty.
Jax probably has like a small space set aside for all of their assorted tools, and they will set about to taking a larger blood sample from Juniper. Juniper?
Yep,
I'm not full of
Juniper.
names. Got it. And then analyzing it specifically, analyzing it compared to the stout samples that we've gotten.
Alrighty.
While walking alongside the two, we'll try and keep Jax out of the radius, but activate Aura of Decay to see if it works on Juniper.
Um, he is already poisoned, uh, so it very technically doesn't work. Yeah.
Does he look more sick than a common cold now?
I will roll his Constitution.
All right.
He rolled a
He's
natural
so
19,
weird.
so no.
All right.
I think Jax is also going to. Jax probably has a separate opaque vial of their own blood sample, and they're going to compare that with Juniper's as well.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll me on. We'll call this intelligence check, just straight intelligence.
Could it be alchemist supplies?
I will allow alchemist supplies.
Cool. And guidance?
Yep, you've got lots of time. Now that you are
Alright.
en route to wherever you were going next.
That is a 25.
With a 25, analyzing the DNA, just going back and forth between both yours, the Stout's, and his, it is very clearly somewhat Stout blood. It has resemblances to Stout blood. Similarly, it has resemblances to Changeling blood. A lot of those resemblances actually happen to overlap. However, there is a fair amount of this DNA that is neither.
What does Juniper look like? Do they look like a human?
I've been specifically putting this off because I've been saying humanoid this whole time. He looks mostly human. Though his veins are a little bit darker than most people's.
Does
Interesting.
it compare to waste samples?
It does not. It does not match waste samples.
Could I try to cross-reference it with any of the data available, that I probably have stored on a database somewhere on the ship?
Yes. For this, I will need just a straight intelligence check as you go through all that.
All right, and guidance, I hope?
Yep.
Cool. 18, guidance didn't apply, I'll roll that. 19.
All right. With a 19, you find that his blood matches human. At least mostly. There's like a third human, a third changeling / Stout, and a third that is completely unidentifiable.
And would Jax be able to confirm that changeling blood is at least somewhat similar to Stout blood?
The resemblances are remarkable.
Okay.
Though there are also some very significant and clear differences.
For example, the purple.
Yep.
Oh, the purple's the same.
And most of your cells are ones that can be turned into anything, whereas Stouts all are very similar to humans in that all of their cells have a very specific purpose. Whereas yours can be changed into anything because you're a changeling. They need to be able to change
Oh my
into
god,
anything.
could they turn into waffles?
If you found some form of waffle humanoid, then yes.
Oh my
We
god,
need
that's
to.
terrifying. What
We
the
can-
fuck?
Yeah.
Wait, Silent, can't you turn into the shape of a waffle?
Okay, I don't know about that. Okay. Different textures.
Now, if Caliper were put into a waffle iron, then maybe.
No, thank you.
That's a horrifying thought. Jax will ask for their e-pad back from Waste. I need to log my research data, Waste. Can I have my e-pad back?
Oh yeah, sure.
Thanks. And they will start logging things. They will first, in a behind several layers of authentication and passwords, they will put the information that Changeling blood and Stout blood share X similarities, and then they will also log that Juniper has very aberrant blood, and then they will say, So, Juniper, I have some good news and some bad news for you.
Oh, okay. What's the bad news first?
Well, you are part stoat. Um, you're also part something that I can't even identify.
Well, that's weird. I'm pretty sure I was born a human. I lived in that city my whole life.
Yeah, the good news is you are 1/3 human. Um, is it possible that you were experimented on without your knowledge?
Oh, I wasn't experimented on without my knowledge. I was experimented on with my knowledge.
Oh,
You know, that would have been really good to know before the blood test, honestly.
yeah, do you want to describe that for me?
Don't describe it, just like what happened.
Oh well, something from out of the planet came on, and he gave a bunch of us some, I guess, injections of this clear gooey liquid.
It looked like we did all.
Everything looks illegal, but technically nothing does because nothing's
No,
illegal
no,
anymore.
like a weasel.
Oh no, I mean I didn't die, and a bunch of other people didn't die. We all got pretty sick though, and lots of us died from that.
Jax like sets up their camera and their microphone and like logs it as Juniper interview number 1.
Yeah, but
Right.
like, what gave it to you?
Yeah, can you
Um,
describe the creature that gave it to you?
I don't know. It was kind of weird. Like it was human sized. It had human hands. It had human legs. It wore very human clothes.
Was it a human?
No, it wasn't a human. It had a squid face.
Uh,
Oh.
oh,
Can I start like flipping
weird.
through frantically through the logs of known creatures?
Yeah, sure. This is a very high DC because these creatures have not existed for quite some time.
Technically, they
Would
started existing within the year of the apocalypse.
Indeed, but that's much
True.
less known.
Yeah. Would I get any bonus to this for reasons?
Um, Technically, no.
Okay.
Because these things only very technically predate that.
Fair enough. Would
Uh
this
huh.
be an Arcana
Arcana.
check?
Yes.
Okay. I will guidance. 12. If only I
With
had
a
advantage.
12, you can think of many different types of aquatic creatures. Maybe some form of aberration that likes water, but you can't pinpoint what this creature might be. Though the fact
And
that
can
it's
I
humanoid tells you that they probably have some form of greater intelligence than most, at least in terms of monsters.
try and cross reference the 1/3 that I couldn't identify with any like otherworldly like otherworldly would help because that's literally my specialty.
Mm-hmm.
But like any aberration DNA, anything like that.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me just a straight up or down d20.
Okay, I am going to say hi.
Alrighty.
11.
You
That
just
is
make it.
technically high.
And with that, you get a maybe like 1% match on one creature, 2% match on another creature, to a cumulative 15% DNA match for a plethora of different aberrations.
Okay. It appears the DNA that I couldn't identify might match with aberrations. Aberrations with a capital A.
Oh, so it's like capital weird.
Yeah. Would I have like any data on known aberrations?
You are very aware of flumps because they are relatively peaceful and are well known to be taken as pets, especially once magic returned from quite a while ago.
Right.
Just because they're adorable and they are very smart.
Yeah. Um, Jax will just pull up an image of a flump and they'll say, "This isn't a great example. This is it's sort of a pet form of an aberration, even though it's far too intelligent to be considered a pet. It's a whole ordeal. Anyway, it's an aberration.
Wait, so are they all like shiny lumps of pasta, or
No. Um, Basically, just think things with tentacles that aren't actually like beasts.
The
so
other
squid
the other example that you and probably most people would know is the stories of the Beholder.
Right, and
Just
they'll pull up an
because
image of
in ages long past it was a prime dungeon boss, at least as
Whoa.
stories go.
Okay, that thing's freaky. But also, like an eye that big would be really easy to poke.
yeah. Basically, aberrations are things that are living but can't really be classified as animals. They're a whole different type of magical creature. It's a whole deal. Basically, they're things that aren't really of the material plane.
So like squid face.
Yeah, exactly. Um, Juniper, do you mind if I do blood tests like every? I don't want to drain you of blood, but every like few weeks, I guess.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, the limit they told me at the hospital was like once a month if you could, is a
Yeah, that
fair
would work.
offer.
Once
Wait,
a month works. Um, I just want to monitor any changes in your blood, because if it turns out that you're turning into a squid face, that would be not great. Um,
Oh, okay.
honestly, that would be a lot better for me than these stouts are. So
no, it wouldn't. You don't want to deal with magic.
I kind of want to do something though, you know?
Maybe, but the stout blood in his system, it might still make him immune to radiation.
Yeah. Want to test that?
Yeah, sure. Jax will take
Oh,
the smaller sample of blood and hand it over to Waze.
I was kind of asking him. Like, I don't think you get to decide that one.
Just
um,
on the blood sample, not on Juniper.
Oh, 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 okay, okay.
Yeah, I don't want to do live experimentation until things get to a very drastic point.
Oh yeah, don't start it too soon. Don't start it too soon. All right, just hand me the vial. I'll go over in the corner.
Yeah, and they'll hand you the smaller sample that they got earlier.
All right. With that, trying to irradiate the vial with Ore of Decay.
once again, because he is already poisoned, there's not too much change to it. But after a moment, the vial does begin to bubble, like it is taking
Oh.
damage.
Yeah, could I have like registered the amount of radiation in the blood?
Yep, you can get a Geiger counter out.
Cool.
Waste has a Geiger counter.
Yeah, it seems to spike significantly less than you would expect. But still does, after a fair amount of time, spike up to the levels you would expect. It just seemed to have taken
That
quite a bit longer than you would hope.
that looks like resistance, but not the immunity that you're used to, Waste.
So I take it he's more stout blood than your blood.
Yeah. Well, it's sort of all the same. It's 1/3 human, 1/3 stout / changeling. It's sort of hard to tell. And then 1/3 aberrant.
Yeah, but you always showed
So
away when the Geiger counter was taken, so I figured you weren't, unless you just don't know.
I just don't like radiation. Honestly, I don't want to know.
You know what? Fair.
Yeah. Okay. Where to after this? Do you want to describe the goo that you got?
It
Juniper.
was white and clear.
Okay.
Gross.
Describe it any further.
It was in a needle that was put into my back.
Was it a opaque needle? Was it a translucent needle?
It was a transparent needle because I saw the
Right.
goop in it.
Right. And was there anything suspended in the goop?
No, just a goop.
Okay. And could you describe any sensations afterwards?
Well, everyone kind of got really sick afterwards, except like 2 or 3 people who just didn't really do anything to it.
And
Didn't feel it that much.
Those people. What? Okay. Were you all humans?
I mean, most of us. There was like 1 or 2 Pudivaranti. There was a Mustafi here and there. Yeah, it was a mixed bunch. We're not all humans.
Okay. Were the people that resisted it not human?
No, there was 1 human who didn't seem to be affected at all.
Okay, but were the people who were not human, were they unaffected?
Yeah, there was not all of them, but there was like a mix. I think the most that were unaffected were the Kostraka.
Okay. Interesting.
Maybe the needle didn't get through.
That could have been
It's
it.
either that or it's I don't know, maybe if it is just ocean life that the Castraca were already similar enough? I don't know.
Yeah, the crabs couldn't get squid face.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Were there any immediate sensations after the needle was put in your back?
Pain.
Right. Was there anything else? Tingling, wriggling, anything
Like a
like that?
liquid being squishy into my back.
Oh, yeah, that's sort of to be expected. Okay. And did you notice anything else other than just getting sick? And if you got sick, what symptoms did you have?
Well, some people just kind of died right there.
Oh, like in the room?
Yeah, only like 1 or 2 of them though.
Okay. Were they the humans?
No, they were just 2 kids.
Oh, were they the kids that we met?
No, they died later.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, symptoms.
I was cold. I was tired.
Were you wearing a jacket?
I
A
wasn't.
sweater,
That might
anything
have been
like that.
it. I might have been cold because I wasn't
Got it.
wearing a sweater.
All right, so you were tired. Did you sleep the night before? Were you...
I slept the night before. I didn't sleep for 3 days afterwards, though.
Oh. And I assume that's abnormal for you?
Well, yeah, I usually sleep every night.
Right. And did you feel any of the symptoms of sleep deprivation?
Yeah. But every time I tried to sleep, it's like I was kicked in the balls.
Like you felt pain in your testicles, or...
No, like the pain of being kicked in the balls throughout my whole body.
Just all over. Okay.
Yeah, like I have balls, and then like my whole body is balls, and then everything is
Yeah,
kicked.
kind of does that. Okay, you don't need to describe that
Okay.
much.
That's unpleasant. Did you experience any other symptoms?
My toenails fell off.
Oh, have they grown back?
Mostly. And he picks up one of his feet to show you his half-grown toenails.
No.
Oh,
Wait, looks away.
Okay.
No, not seeing
Um,
that.
interesting. Have you noticed any changes to vision, like your senses, how your motor control, anything like that?
Everything was really bright.
Okay.
I also puked a lot, but so did everyone else. Except the people
Okay.
that weren't really affected.
Right.
Some people literally puked up their guts. It was kind of disgusting to look at.
And did they die?
Yeah, they didn't have any guts anymore.
Right. I was just making sure. Okay. Any other symptoms you experienced?
After I couldn't fall asleep, I fell asleep and couldn't wake up.
For how long?
I don't know, they didn't tell me.
Okay. Do you have any sense of any clue?
No.
Okay. Do you mind if I do like just a quick I out of character forget the word for it, but it's basically the system of checks that you do to make sure that somebody's nervous system is working properly.
I don't.
Vital check.
Vital check.
Oh wait, no.
Yeah.
Is it? I don't know. Vitals?
Well, regardless, that's what we're calling it.
I would do vitals and then I would do like motor sensory stuff like that.
Yeah, you just
Rest
do all
me
the all
not
the
out.
general checks.
Yeah.
You know, a motor exam to get your driver's license.
Do you call in Caliper to help with this?
Yes.
All right,
Oh,
Caliper.
I take out my stethoscope. Be like, yeah, I'm a doctor.
Yeah. Just do a like the standard checkup. Also pay extra special attention to the nervous system.
Ooh, all right,
I-
got it.
I can help you if you need it.
All right, Caliper puts out her hands and starts smearing herself all over.
All right, go ahead and roll me a medicine check at advantage.
And I will also give you a guidance.
I'd be like, yeah, it's part of the process. Wait, medicine check?
Yep, medicine at advantage.
Oh,
Roll a d4 with it.
Wait, D4. Oh God. Okay. Oh,
Okay.
D4. Okay.
A
All right.
17 is exactly what you needed to find out he has something living in his spine.
Oh, ew. That's gross. Scoliosis? No.
It almost seems like
No.
it almost seems like a very tiny fish that is swimming up and down
parasite.
his spine.
Ugh.
A parasite in your spinal column is not scoliosis. Okay. I am not magically capable of dealing with this right now. How long ago did this procedure happen, Juniper?
About a month ago.
Okay. How active does the creature in his spinal column seem?
It seems to be doing its best to avoid wherever you place the stethoscope.
Okay.
Ew.
Regardless of how fast you move it, you can only ever catch the tail end of it.
Okay. Interesting. Well,
You got the shit you need for an X-ray or something?
X-ray might be smart. I don't know. That would be a lot of radiation. Just you would have to capture the entire back. That would be radiation for like the entire torso. Especially since we don't have the proper equipment. So maybe not that. I'll come up with something.
Can I
Maybe
ask him if
once
he named the parasite, or is he aware of it?
Yeah, are you aware that you have something living in your spinal column?
That sounds like a lie. My spinal column is very solid.
Um, was there any wriggling on the surface of Juniper's skin?
No, it is actually inside his spinal cord, where his spinal fluid is.
Okay.
Wait. You're saying that thing's like going up and down the spine? Isn't it like a bunch of bones?
Yes, but aberrations can probably find a way around that.
I mean, yeah, if they like bore through it or whatever, that seems really unhealthy.
Mm. I might know how to fix this. Or not fix this, but study it properly.
Jax, you receive a message on your ePad.
I check it immediately.
It says, send results.
Yeah. Jax is going to send the entire recording of the interview so far.
You get a one-word response that says, intriguing.
Yeah. Yeah, Jax just sends, yeah, just one word. And then they set it down and they get back to like they're sitting. They say, well, do you mind having something living in your spinal column for right now, Juniper?
I mean, that sounds like a lie, but I guess not, unless it's killing me.
If you've had it for a month, I would say it's probably not killing you immediately.
Mm.
Nice.
Waste. You also get the sense that this thing in his spine is probably what's causing the detect disease to give off the common cold.
Wait a minute.
Because you get the sense that he is not the one with the cold.
Yeah, I was looking you over before I entered the ship. I thought you had like a cold or something. But I'm not sure it's you anymore. I think it's whatever's in there that's sick.
Oh, well, that sounds very bad.
Probably.
Sick with what?
That
Just
sounds
common
very
cold.
bad.
Okay.
But if that thing has a cold and you don't, did you just get over one or?
I mean, I recovered from all of the bad symptoms. I'd say like 2 weeks ago.
Mm,
And you're very hygienic, correct?
I do my very best, yes.
you drank river water just a second ago, but
Hey, you didn't
You
share
did
your
what?
water. He didn't. They didn't share their water. I said,
hey, you
"Wow,
tried to
you haven't
kill
got."
us.
Out of necessity, you would have done the same.
No.
Nah, I can't deny that one, honestly.
I wouldn't have. How Caliper, is there any medical protocol for dealing with a parasite in one's spinal column?
Mm. Uh, I suppose if you could isolate it in one spot, we could put enough pressure to, you know.
Oh god.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I had my good idea for the day, so this one's my bad one. But if we know to risk this thing, it wouldn't. It might be life saving, but debilitating to like trap it in the spinal column by separating one part from the other.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
this like a magical thing or is this something physical? Like
It's
is like
non-magical.
okay,
I did a
non-magical.
detect magic, and nothing pain.
Okay, all right.
Jax, you also do know that magical creatures generally don't ping your detect magic.
That's fair. It might have been a magical creature, so it's possibly that, but there was no spells or magic items going on.
It's trying to make itself look like a common cold or whatever. So, hey,
Is it like really tiny?
Uh, a size comparison would probably be roughly an average child's pinky finger.
So,
Okay,
like,
all right.
perhaps tadpole size.
Perhaps tadpole sized.
I see.
That's would it be
I guess I gotta
really
ask you: do
weird?
you mind not walking?
I can do that. I can crawl if that's better.
Honestly, keeping activity within the spinal column up may be the key to keeping it from, doing some bad shit. How active have you been since you got the procedure?
Um, I don't know. I guess fairly active. No more active than I usually am.
Can you maintain that level of activity?
Um, I mean, my level of activity is like sneaking onto ships, taking what they have, and then leaving. So, I guess the equivalent.
Yeah, you could probably do that on the ship, I'd imagine.
Okay, let's not tell him to pantomime stealing shit.
Yeah, don't steal anything, but just like
This was
try to
like
keep yourself as
Uh,
active as you would without hindering the rest of us.
Okay. Do you
uh,
have like something heavy I could carry around the ship?
Yeah, totally. We have corpses.
Oh, that would be pretty heavy.
Yeah.
uh, okay.
uh, I kind of have an idea. It's gonna sound really gross, but I mean, technically, if you don't mind us, just cutting you up a little bit and you don't mind me going inside you just a little bit and getting that thing out, I don't
Just
know.
call it surgery, jeez.
Yeah.
That sounded so much worse than just saying, "Hey, do you mind if we do a bit of surgery?"
Do you have the tools for surgery, Caliber? Like a med kit or something? I hope you do.
Yeah, yeah, I have a med kit. I totally have a med kit. I'm a doctor, for goodness sake.
Right. Okay. Uh. Huh. We're definitely not doing this within the next hour because I still need my magic back.
Sure, you're not.
But
Would
okay.
it be real? Okay, out of character. Would that be really weird? I don't know, because technically I can squeeze through a 1 inch wide.
I mean, you could try it, probably.
I mean, uh, I feel like if it's on, I- like, like the underneath the epidermal, maybe I get it, but like if it's
Roll a
underneath.
medicine check.
Okay, all right. Gotcha. Oh, wait, what is
Uh,
happening? Okay, hold up.
Could I give guidance on this?
sure.
Just come back out and turn around
Guidance.
instead.
Oh god. What is this? I have +5. What is happening to my rolls?
Caliper's just grossed out.
Okay.
Hmm.
Uh,
So roll a d4.
Yep.
I roll a d4. Okay.
Yep, I'm giving you
Oh,
guidance.
With a 12, you think that you could probably, if you really wanted to, go in there, like you'd have to remove most of everything on you just because it wouldn't fit into his spine.
Ugh.
But you could probably go in there, beat that thing up, and then come out.
Oh god, what the hell?
I guess if you paralyzing pinch it and then just remove it.
Oh my god, yeah, that's
That would-
right.
that
You
would
just
be-
paralyzed
Yeah,
pinch it.
you could go in there, beat the thing up, and then take it out.
Oh my
could-
god, totally valid.
Fighting diseases the proper way. By fighting them.
I mean, it is a parasite. Yeah.
Oh my
If-
god. Wow, okay,
if-
well I'm down for this if you
if
guys
you
are
are-
down.
Say, if you are going through with that, I could try to help provide emergency healing to probably the guy, I forgot his name already. If
Juniper.
necessary,
And yeah,
Juniper.
that would be
And-
helpful.
And well, magically assisting Caliper in whatever is required to remove the parasite.
That could work.
Well,
I could,
technically I could
keep an eye on where it
paralyze
is.
pinch him so he would like be knocked out so he doesn't feel anything. And I should have
Oh,
enough
God.
paralyzing pinches to like to I don't know. Unless he's just willing to be knocked out. So
Question, DM.
What is your question?
Over a short rest, could I take some of the spinal fluid from the corpses that we have to, and also use alchemist supplies to basically recreate the conditions of spinal fluid in like a big jar thing?
I would say it would require a fairly difficult alchemist tools check, but it's possible.
All right, and could like Caliper help me since she's a doctor?
Yes, Caliper could help you.
Okay. So yeah, Jax will say, let's take an hour. I need to replenish my magic, and also, if we are actually going to drag this thing out of his spine, we're going to need to create a solution that it can live in. Caliper, do you want to help me over the hour to make something like that?
yeah, sure. Sounds fun.
All right. Let's do that. Well, I guess the Juniper interview log 1 is now turning into Parasite extraction log 1.
Yeah.
Let's hope it's the only one we need.
And I don't know why you decided this one was a good idea, but I'm gonna just make sure the ship doesn't crash. Cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My workstation is pretty sterile already. I can do a magical cleaning of it just to make sure, and then a non-magical one to make doubly sure, and then we can do it there. First, let's make the solution, though.
All right.
So, taking an hour for a short rest and spinal fluid recreation, I guess? Question mark?
Question mark.
Indeed. You have lots of spines to take fluid from as well.
This is true. So could I add guidance to this?
If you cast guidance, you will not benefit from a short rest
Okay.
because it's
I
an
can cast
hour
guidance.
without casting magic.
Ooh. Could you cast guidance on me then, Sor?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That would be appreciated.
Alrighty.
All right. Advantage, guidance. Let's do this. Is it intelligence?
Yes, this is intelligence.
Got it. 28.
With a
Whoa.
28, you have beaten the DCA set, which is a 25 to recreate spinal fluid. And you get a few vials worth of pseudo spinal fluid.
Perfect.
But that will take you the whole hour. And as you're
Yeah.
sort of resting, just mixing chemicals, making sure that everything is right, making sure it's the proper pressure under atmosphere, and so on and so forth. You have 4 vials worth of this spinal fluid.
This is awkward. Are we still live?
Alrighty, I am back.
Perfect.
Apologies for that.
No worries.
Stream seems to be
Alrighty.
lagging. Just not hearing anything.
Yeah, it might be a little bit before it comes back on.
Oh, I hear it. I hear it.
Stream's still going on my end.
Alrighty. Yeah, Nesta, you might have just gotten the when it
Yeah, it's back.
was off for a second. Alrighty. Regardless, you have your 4 vials worth of this spinal fluid.
Yeah, I'm going to put 3 into storage, however they may be stored. And then ask Juniper if he's ready to undergo surgery.
Yeah, sure. May as well.
Okay. We'll try our very hardest to make sure that you get out of this healthier than you were before.
Okay, now out of
Okay.
character. I'm just thinking really hard. Technically, you'd have to hit for paralyzing pinch. Should I you
Punch
know,
it.
drug up myself first to like make sure that thing hits, or should I like stay off?
You could just ask if
Yeah.
he could be hit.
He could choose to get
Punch
hit if
the
it's actually
parasite.
Yeah.
Wait. The parasite to be punched? I'm confused.
I mean, you
No,
could
no.
try asking the parasite. I'm not sure it will answer you, at least not honestly.
Oh, actually, wait, hold up.
You could ask Juniper if he'd like to be put under with a paralyzing pinch.
Well, I was thinking about the little parasite thing, you know. But you know what? Let's just YOLO. Let's just go for it. Caliper rolls up her sleeves and takes off her backpack and puts it down, and puts 2 fingers up. Are you ready?
Sora's just going to
Please
cast
don't
the
make that
guidance
gesture
on
in
her.
this situation.
Juniper gives you a thumbs up.
All right. Let's make the incision.
While he's still awake?
Yeah, are you going to
Oh,
paralyze
let's knock him out first.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Okay, I'm like, plah, there you go.
And he is unconscious.
All right, now we make the incision.
Alrighty. I'm going to
I
need
will
a
give-
series of medicine checks from you.
I will
Oh,
give help,
God,
and I'm pretty sure Sora's giving guidance.
Constant guidance.
Yep.
I swear,
You
like
will
my
only
rolls
be able
have
to
been,
give
like,
you will only be able to give help and guidance so long as Caliper is outside of the spine. Once Caliper
Right.
is
I'm
in the
aware.
spine, there's nothing you guys can do.
Wait.
Well, as long as a
I'm kind of
part of her.
confused. Like, I don't think I'm gonna fit my entire.
Yeah.
In my head, I thought I was just gonna like take out like my finger and kind of like squeeze into it and try to like like.
But yeah, I don't think you're gonna fit it entirely, but I imagine.
Yeah, that's what I'm
No, not in
saying.
your entirety, but you will still have to squeeze your goo body into his spine.
Okay, all right,
Just
okay,
Jesus
I'm ready. I'm
Christ,
ready.
yeah.
Just
Let's
like
go.
partially.
Which
though,
now
we
that
can
I'm
probably
saying
still
it out
cut-
loud, you know.
Listen,
definitely a
okay.
semi-famous club.
Okay, listen, okay. This is for his own health. We gotta help him out. This is good for
Yep.
him. All right.
You've got to do what you got to do, even if that entails cutting him open, entering his spine, and punching a parasite until it's
okay, it's all right.
unconscious.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Alrighty. Go ahead and make me a medicine check at advantage and guidance.
Oh God. I listen. Okay, RNG. Okay, please make me roll good. Okay, don't make me look bad. This is my one purpose in life. Okay, all right.
That's a
it's not that
perception.
bad.
That's a
I'll take
perception,
it.
but they have the
It's the same
same. They have
roll.
the same. It's fine.
Okay.
Plus a
Oh, oops.
d4.
Okay, plus D4.
Okay.
3.
Okay.
Nice.
With a 21, you carefully make the incision, causing minimal bleeding and getting as close to the spine as you can. Making sure that you're getting between the actual bones of the spine.
Oh God.
You will have to make either another incision in the spine, or try and find the
Okay.
hole that was that was made to put that thing in there. Both of these things will require a medicine check, but will have different results.
All right, let's try not to cut him up too much. So I'll try to look for uh the I don't want to say. Is there another word?
The needle
for
hole.
the
The parasitic path.
the entrance? There you go, where it entered. I
Right.
guess. There you
Yep. Go ahead and make me another medicine check at advantage plus guidance.
Okay. Medicine.
All right, 17 plus a d4. Another 21. After carefully feeling around, your fingers managed to find the hole that was made by the needle.
All right. Okay, I think I found it, guys. I'm entering.
Alrighty, and from here, you can enter the spine.
Casting guidance before she goes.
Oh God.
Alrighty. This is more near the middle of the spine. Do you go up or down?
Do we have visuals on the lump?
You do not. It's not a lump. It is actually inside
Okay.
the spine.
Okay.
It's not
You
beneath the
could have
skin.
Jax. You could have Jax locate it with the stethoscope.
This is true.
It avoids the stethoscope, right? So put it on the
Right.
opposite. Wait, I'll go up. Then I guess
Mm.
you can put it down.
All right, as the stethoscope is placed near the bottom of Juniper's back, you can feel something swimming past you
Ugh.
in holes that have been dug out of his spine.
Oh God, how is he still alive?
Though there is a sort of thin membrane that goes between each one rather than. So all of his spinal columns are now connected. And as your hand goes up towards it, you can find yourself at the tail end of some creature.
Okay, all right.
Roll me another medicine check.
Initiative. Okay.
You have advantage and guidance still.
Oh my god.
Ooh, it's
Oh.
pretty good.
Oh my god.
Oh.
What?
With a 27, you manage to not burst his spine,
Oh god.
because
Okay.
that is an actual problem with too much pressure in the spine.
Yeah.
Man, that thing's made his spine into a playground. It's almost like it's playing some kind of squid game.
Oh,
I had to
oh
do
my
it.
god.
Oh boy. And now go ahead and roll your paralyzing pinch attack.
Oh god.
You
It's
have
like
disadvantage because you cannot see it, but its AC is also 5.
okay. Technically, couldn't I technically see it? Couldn't I like somehow see through it?
If you want to
through my
move your
fingers?
eye into his spine, go for it.
Oh god. I
Uh,
wouldn't recommend it. I would just go for the AC5.
okay.
It's a very
alright.
low AC.
But could you get a help from Jax forcing it towards you?
The forcing it towards it made you know where it was. It does not help in hitting it, unfortunately.
That's
Okay.
fair.
Okay. What do I? What I forget. Hang on.
This is an
It's
unarmed
strength
strike.
plus prop.
Unarmed strike. So
Yep.
it's
So roll strength and add 2.
okay. Strength add. Oh, okay. I don't know, guys. I don't think
Oh.
it's gonna hit.
Well, it's
Alright.
plus 2.
With a
So that's
6, you hit its AC of 5.
Okay. All right. I
Uh,
mean,
I will roll its Constitution saving throw, I believe.
Yes, I believe so.
Wisdom save?
I don't know why it's. I thought I had it written
Constitution
down.
saving throw against your save DC.
All right, what is your save DC?
That would be
DC.
8 plus proficiency plus wisdom. So 10 plus wisdom.
13?
So it should be 13 then.
Yeah.
All right, this thing has a -4.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Which means if I roll a 17 or higher, this thing succeeds.
Oh my god. It's gonna roll nat 20.
It rolled a 2.
2.
And so as you pinch this thing on its tail fin, you can feel it go. Well, you can't really feel it go limp. It just does go limp, and you are able to begin pulling it out. Roll another medicine check at advantage plus a d4.
Okay, alright.
Very
D4.
nice.
Ooh,
The 25, you
Okay.
get it out, and as you pull it out, all you have left to do is seal this thing as you quickly toss this thing into the vial that Jax has prepared for you.
Okay, yeah. I'll do that and like sanitize my hands. Ugh, that
Alright.
thing is gross.
Final
As-
medicine
as-
check.
As he's being sealed up, I'm also going to be healing him with a healing word.
Very, very nice. Plus a
That's
d4.
advantage,
Oh.
so 21.
Very, very
Okay.
nice.
Oops, that's not what I
With
meant
the
to do.
combination of magical healing and a very good medicine roll, Juniper is fully sealed up and doesn't even have a scar from the whole ordeal.
Could I have also very quickly collected a sample of the spinal fluid?
Yeah,
Just a
that's
small one.
easy enough. There's tons of it on Caliper.
Yeah, that's fair.
Gross.
You should probably get cleaned up.
Can I get prestidigitation?
Yeah, sure thing. And Jax will
Totally not
do a
looking
couple
good for
casts.
you. And as of now, that spinal fluid is still living.
Thank
Mhm.
you.
And yeah, as you look in at this creature, it is nothing like any of you have ever seen before. It looks like a tadpole with very sharp fangs, clawed fins, and a single eye that is looking around.
Even while it's unconscious?
Even while it is unconscious.
Okay.
This thing seems to be going through REM sleep right now. It doesn't have eyelids.
Oh.
Um,
Worst.
does it look smart or does it look constituted?
It looks unconscious.
Good point. Okay. Caliper, did you see anything in the spine? Like, uh, anything to know?
So I don't think I I moved my eyes, I guess, so I only felt things.
Right, did you feel
Um,
anything interesting?
uh, it was very holy down there.
Like, HOLE?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes. Looks
Okay,
like it's been damaging his vital structure.
right, okay,
I'm surprised he
and
doesn't even have scoliosis. He shouldn't have it.
Jax is going
With
to
that
very
bone mass.
quickly prepare, like, a live specimen, like, jar or something. Basically something that will hopefully contain this creature should it break out of the vial.
Thankfully,
Alrighty.
you have 2 miles worth to make it.
This is true.
Alrighty. You quickly put it in a habitat of sorts.
And then I shall send a picture over my ePad to that one channel.
All right. It almost instantly replies with a "Where do you want to go?"
Jax is going to ask the party something. Jax is going to say, so I've used warlock abilities around you all for a bit. How would you feel if we went to go maybe meet my patron?
From the pilot seat, Waste will say, Lights, you're done fishing out the spine thing.
Yeah, it's here. My patron's interested in it.
Yeah, cool. I don't know, your magic shit's all the same to me, so if someone's involved in your magic shit, I really couldn't care less.
Right. Caliper, do you care?
Uh, about your magics?
Yeah, I'm a warlock. I want to go see my patron because they're interested in this.
So you're leaving us?
No, I'm thinking of bringing you all with me if you're okay with it.
We only got one ship.
Are do they live really far away?
I don't know, and I'm about to be really bold, so I just want to make sure that everybody's on the same page before I'm about to be bold.
Oh, will they provide us fuel and gasoline?
I
Oh,
hope
I
so.
don't know what. Okay, all right. That sounds like a good deal. I'm on board.
All right, and so, what are your thoughts on meeting a patron? Yeah, potentially.
I mean, I'm not directly against it, but are you sure that it's a good idea?
No, I'm absolutely not sure. It may be one of the worst ideas I've ever had, and that's the second one today.
Yeah, so was this. Like, we've had a lot of bad ideas.
Yeah.
Oh, but then that means we're bound to have a good idea. That's how it works, right?
Yeah,
Now
this
we
one paid off.
tried one. Everything up past that's uncharted territory.
So, what are your thoughts, Sor? Are you in?
If everyone else agrees to it, then I suppose I'll have to go as well. It's not like we have 2 ships.
Fair enough. And Juniper, we're sort of already going, but do you have any thoughts on meeting a super magic person?
Is he conscious?
He woke up when you healed him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
No thoughts?
No.
Cool.
I'm very tired though, so I'm just go to sleep. And he falls
Right.
asleep.
Caliber, you
Oh,
monitor his vitals, make sure that he's not crashing without the parasite.
yeah, and also I'm subliminally whispering in his ear. I'm like, I'm gonna add this to your bill.
So Jax is going to send back 2 words, preferably lexicon.
There is a noticeable pause. Like you can see like the texting bubble, and then it disappears for a second. Then it reappears, then disappears. Then after about a minute of that constant, it's up for a couple seconds, then it's down, then it's up, then it's down. It replies with coordinates,
Okay.
as well as so long as you go there, need not for fuel, or water, or drink.
All right. Well, I got a set of coordinates, and uh, I assume by the rules of magic bullshit, as long as we go there, we won't need fuel, water, or food. So,
Oh, sweet.
I
We're
guess,
getting funded by your magic sugar daddy, too.
yeah, basically.
Hell yeah.
Perfect.
And Jax will walk back up to the pilot seat and program in the coordinates.
Alrighty. The coordinates are surprisingly nearby. It would only take you maybe 4 or 5 days to get there, but it is in a very strange direction. Most of the galaxy is relatively linear. Like most things, it doesn't go too far up or down in terms of relative direction. But this coordinate seems to be sending you about 3 or 4 days pretty much straight up in terms of the galaxy.
Interesting. Also, we just lost Caliber.
Oh,
She immediately went offline. I think her internet crashed.
no, her computer blue screened.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, she'll be back in a little bit.
okay.
Yeah, I just gotta wait for it to reset. Not a big deal. We can. You guys can feel free to continue just RPing while we wait.
Yeah. Um. Hmm.
So, who are we visiting exactly?
Well, have you heard of the planet Lexicon?
Nope.
Have you? Is a big old planet run by a bunch of spherical robots, and these robots they maintain
All right, I think we're back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
the
back.
stream is down.
Should be back on now. At least that's
There
what
we go.
OBS says.
Yep.
All right, it's back.
Oh boy.
Well,
So, what we missed was basically just Jax explaining a bit about Lexicon, the planet of the records of the dead, and a little bit about their patron, who is basically the creature or one of the creatures that runs it, and how it dropped off the map when the Stouts really got into invading.
Oh wait, like how does a planet drop off the map?
I don't know. It just did. It was erased from all of the records I could find. So that's why it was sort of a ballsy-ish move of me to say that, I would want to go there once my patron asked where they would like to meet.
Huh. You know what? You got guts.
Thank you. I was honestly, it was sort of a 50-50 whether I would just, get lucky or get smited.
Well, I'm glad you didn't get smited, because I'm not great at flying this thing, I'll be honest.
Yeah. It's fine. Let's just hope we don't get smited when we deliver the sample.
Yeah, you want to get back to the wheel soon, or
Yeah, sure. I'd sort of prefer to be doing some of my research, but it can wait. There's probably better supplies in Lexicon anyway.
Dude's still on the surgery table. If you haven't taken care of it, I'll be here.
Yeah, it's basically on autopilot with the coordinates inputted. I think we could probably just let it sit.
Oh, sweet. This way just gets up and abandons the pilot seat.
Yep. So, we have about 4 or 5 days to ourselves to do things. What do y'all want to do?
I was thinking we've reached another natural endpoint of the stream.
Good point.
Indeed.
Real quick, I would like to say it looks like Salon is experiencing technical difficulties again.
God.
whoa, yeah, I know. Okay, don't expose me.
It's
Jeez.
all right.
Sorry. I thought you weren't here. My
Oh,
apologies.
jeez, exposing me like that.
Oh
Heck.
boy. That is all right. This is actually a great place to end off.
Indeed.
So, without any further ado, this is where we will end session for the evening. For those of you who are watching, thank you for sticking around and coming by. And I'm going to see if I can figure out how to raid someone so that I can do that. And we can end off stream visiting someone else.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you just go to someone's channel and click raid.
Yes, there's a button I can do on my stream manager. Hold on. Is it this one? I think it's this one. It is this one. Manage stream. Alrighty.
Sweet, are we raiding?
Raid channel. Let's find out. Let me see who's live right now.
Might as well send over to another D&D channel.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. There are a few people that I watched that might be live, though I don't think they are because it's a Monday. Oh, he is. We're gonna go over and raid Robbie Landis.
Oh, sweet.
Though I'm just gonna see if he's ending stream now as well, because I don't want to do the same thing and
Hi,
raid
Steve.
someone who's about to end.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us, and I hope you enjoyed our D&D session. See you again.
Yeah, thank you very
See
much.
you next time.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Alrighty, gonna head over and raid Robbie Landis.
Dude, I think I just ear raped everyone.
Oh boy,
Nice.
that's all right. All right, yeah, everyone, please join the raid. This guy is a great DM. I watch him every now and again. He's very, very good DM. And let's go.
All right, well, I'm gonna go fix my schnauz out.
And then she
So
walks
I'll
over to
catch you
Ari
guys
and hands her
in
a
a jiffy.
larger box. It's probably, like the size of a shoebox. And she kind of looks embarrassed as she glances down at it. It took me like a week to find a recipe
Well, that was
that I
interesting.
liked and that I thought you
Yeah.
would like. But this also comes with the promise that
am
I'll make you a
going
new
to
batch every
go
week.
to
So
bed.
you can tell me if you want a different flavor.
Goodbye.
And inside